Hey, sixth graders, it's Mr. Stillman, obviously. So today we're going to review for our unit test. Yesterday I looked through all your stuff, it looked pretty good. And also today at about 10 o'clock, I want to do a Google Meet. So this will be the first time I've tried this out. We're going to talk about some things that we need to do as a group. This isn't going to be kind of playtime. So come with questions, and we can meet however long we need to. I'm going to do an 11 o'clock meet with my fifth graders. Anyway, this unit review has 4 pages. I sent them to you on Seesaw. I think because I had to take some pictures, they might be a little fuzzy. So you could do this on the packet I sent home. You could do it on Seesaw. Either way. Anyhow, I think question number 1, pretty straightforward. It's just solving for the missing variable. So just plugging in whatever value, for example, t being 5, what would d be? And that would be 15 in this case. Here on number 2, given tables, use the slope and the y-intercept to write an equation. All right, so one thing that I would suggest, because you're going to have situations like this on the unit test, is to always find where the y-intercept is. And you know where the y-intercept is if x is 0. Now, sometimes the table doesn't have x equals 0, so you have to look for patterns. For example, this one goes down by 2 each time. So if you want to work backwards to get to 0, you're going to have to add 2. So in this case, if x is 0, y is 12. And notice that every time x changes by 1, y goes down 2. So this is probably a negative slope. So if I look at the change in y and over the change in x, I see that the y goes down by 2 and the x goes up by 1, right? So this is a negative 2 over 1. Negative 2 change in y over a positive 1 change in x. So here, the negative slope is negative 2 over 1, or just negative 2. The y-intercept, which we figured out, is 12. And then we have our equation, right? We have y equals negative 2 times the x. And remember, if the y-intercept is positive, it's a positive 12. If this had been a negative 12, it would be y equals negative 2x minus 12, but it's not. All right. So this one, you can see that you've got to go a ways back to get to 0. Here you already have your 0. But remember, find your change in y divided by the change in x. And always go in the same direction. Okay? I think you guys are pretty good at these picture balancing equations, finding out how many pouches and how many equaled how many coins. Here, you're solving each of the equations for x. Show all of your work. All right, and that's we did that for a while in class. Let me know if you've got questions. Here, this is like the problem I did in my example video today. And so make sure you watch the video. And I think you guys can handle this problem if you are careful and you watch the directions on it. There will be a test question very similar to this. So I want you to explore this on your own and ask me questions later. And then here, use the slope and the y-intercept to write an equation for each line. All right, so in this case, for number 6, there is no slope. All right, in this case, y is always a certain number. And it looks like it's right in between 0 and negative 2. So y-intercept is negative 1. And y is always negative 1 because there is no slope. So we're just going to say no slope. And so here it's very easy. Y equals negative 1. Otherwise, pick the 2 points on the graph. look at how far they go up and how far they go over and whether the graph is positive or if it is negative. Here it's positive. It goes up 2 and it goes over that way 4. So the slope must be 2/4 or 1/2. The y-intercept is right here, which is a positive 2. So we have y equals 1/2 x plus 2. All right, I'm going to let you try the others on your own. That's it for now. Hopefully I'll see you at 10. See you later. Bye.